This presentation will review how to complete and submit your application online. This year, our program will again be using FAAST, which stands for the Financial Assistance Application Submittal Tool. FAAST is hosted by the State Water Resources Control Board. All applications must be submitted electronically using FAAST. Hard copies will not be accepted. The FAAST website is listed on this slide as well as in the RFCP. This is the sign-on screen or homepage for FAAST. On the left side of the screen, note that there are some helpful resources available, including links to frequently asked questions, how-to videos, and the FAAST user manual. If you have any questions about how to use FAAST as you're filling out your application, you may find these references helpful. In addition, at the bottom of the page, you will find information for the FAAST Help Desk. The Help Desk can be contacted by both phone and email and is staffed Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Although you may log on to FAAST 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the Help Desk is only staffed during those times, so note that if you send a question over the weekend, you won't receive a response until the following week. FAAST has started using the State Water Board's WB Key. The WB Key is a single sign-on account that can be used for multiple web-based applications at the State Water Board. All FAAST users need to register for a WB Key account. If you have used FAAST previously, you will be able to access your existing account in FAAST upon successful registration of a WB Key account. Existing users are encouraged to verify the spelling of their names and emails with the FAAST Help Desk to ensure their account is associated with their new WB Key account. Please note that due to the multi-factor authentication requirement, shared accounts are no longer permissible in FAAST. To assist with the transition, a short step-by-step guide has been created called WB Key Getting Started to help users complete the new process, and the guide is included in the documents section of this presentation and posted on both the FAAST and SCBGP web pages. If you have any questions regarding this transition or encounter any problems while registering, please reach out to the FAAST Help Desk, and in the subject line, please reference WB Key. After signing into FAAST for the first time, users will be required to set up a multi-factor authentication or MFA app on their smartphone. This is an extra layer of protection that helps ensure that only you can access your account, even if your password is compromised. There will be prompts users will have to follow in order to set up MFA. Multi-factor authentication for new WB Key account screen will appear only once to new WB Key account users. New users will be required to search for their organization and given the opportunity to create an organization if it's not found in FAAST. To find out if your organization is already in the FAAST database, enter any part of your organization name in the text box and click Search. When searching, it's recommended to be generic and not search for the organization's full name to avoid excluding any possible matches. If the name of your organization is listed, select the organization name, and if your organization name is not found, click Create New Organization, but only create a new organization if your organization is not found after searching. The main menu allows users to start a new application, work on applications in progress, and view submitted applications. To start a new application, click the top link titled Start a New Application. The System Disclosure screen is one of several screens that will display before starting the application. FAAST was designed and tested for use on a PC using Microsoft Edge. Use of Macs or web browsers other than Microsoft Edge may impact the ability to save information, upload attachments, or submit an application, so we highly recommend that you use Microsoft Edge. Also, be sure to save your work often. The system will time out after 90 minutes of inactivity, and any unsaved work will be lost. Additionally, it's recommended you disable any pop-up blocking software while using FAAST. And after you've checked all of the boxes, click the Continue button. The next screen is the applicant organization page. This screen allows the user to identify whether they are submitting an application on behalf of their own organization or on behalf of another organization. Click on the option that is most appropriate for your proposal. The Active RFP or Request for Proposals page is where you will find a list of all the current RFPs in FAAST. Select the one you are applying for, in this case the 2025 Specialty Crop Block Grant Program. And this will bring you to the Getting Started page, which provides you with information about the RFP selected and allows you to verify the applicant and submitting organizations. Review this page to confirm everything is correct before clicking the Continue to Application button. Clicking this button will initiate the application and you will be assigned a PIN or project identification number for your proposal. The application is organized in a series of tabs. Note that the active tab or the tab you're working on is in a lighter color and the non-active tabs are darker. The General Information tab is the first page of the application form. The PIN and status of the proposal are indicated in the upper left-hand corner of the page. Please make a note of the PIN and keep it in a safe place. You will need your PIN if you contact CDFA or the FAAST Help Desk about your project. On the General Information tab, there are two required fields, the project title and the project description. The character limit for each text box will be indicated below that box in red. Characters include letters, numbers, punctuation, spaces, and special characters. We recommend that you compose your text in Word. One benefit is that you can check to see if you are within the character limits for a given entry. At the bottom of the page, select the county where the majority of the project work will be done from the drop-down menu. If your organization is located outside of California, identify the county within California where project activities will take place. And when you are ready to move to the next tab, it's a good idea to click the Save as Work in Progress button to ensure that you don't lose any information, and then click the Next button. On the Project Budget tab, enter the funds requested, the local cost match, which is any matching funds and or in-kind contributions to your project, and the total budget. The total budget is the total of funds requested and the local cost match. Note that the project's total budget does not add up automatically, so you will need to add these two amounts together and enter that amount into the total budget box. On the Funding Program tab, ensure the checkbox under the heading Apply is selected for the 2025 Specialty Crop Block Grant Program, and click Next. The Project Management tab shows information about the applicant and is where information about the project director and project manager are entered. The project director is who serves as the authorized representative for the applicant organization. If your project has a principal investigator, typically that would also be the project director. The project manager is the day-to-day contact for the applicant organization. Again, it's important to ensure that phone numbers and email addresses are current and entered accurately, since CDFA will correspond with these individuals regarding the status of the project. And remember that email is CDFA's primary method of communication. Also, we highly recommend that you list two different people for these positions. That way, if there's any difficulty reaching one individual, for example, if they're on vacation, we can still reach the other person. On the Legislative Information tab, please enter the primary and any additional districts where the applicant and project are located. Multiple districts can be selected if needed by holding Control while selecting the districts from the box. There are also options to select statewide if the project will encompass all of California. The Cooperating Entities tab allows you to enter any cooperators on the project. A cooperating entity is an organization that has a role or makes a contribution to the project. Those could include organizations that will work as contractors on the project, or those that are committing matching funds or in-kind contributions to the project. You can list more than one cooperating entity by filling out the information and clicking Save Cooperating Entity for each entity. And also, please be sure that you have the consent of the individual or organizations listed as cooperators before adding them to your application. In the past, we have had applicants list cooperators without informing them first, which caused issues during the technical review process. The Questionnaire tab features the questions specific to the 2025 Specialty Crop Block Grant Program. In other words, this is the main part of the application. And I'd like to point out that the session timer at the top, while you are working in the Questionnaire tab, the timer counts down from 90 minutes to 0, and to reset the timer, simply click the Save as Work in Progress button, and this will reset the timer to 90 minutes. Please note again that if you have been working in the Questionnaire tab for 90 minutes and the timer expires and you have not saved your work, you will lose any of the information you have entered since the last time you clicked the Save as Work in Progress button, and there is no way to retrieve it. So again, just please remember to save often. You must answer all of the questions. Pay attention to the questions such as organization type that require you to select an answer from the drop-down menu. And again, for the text boxes, note that the maximum number of characters allowed will be listed at the bottom of each text box. There are two templates that are required for the concept proposal application, the Outcome Measures template and the Budget template. A link to each template is provided on the Questionnaire tab and within the question space in FAAST. You will need to download both templates and save them to your computer. Once you have filled them out, you can upload the saved documents from your computer into the application by clicking on the Attachments tab. On the Attachments tab under Attachment Category, select the appropriate template from the drop-down menu, either Outcome Measures or Budget, and enter the corresponding title. Click the Browse button to search for the file on your computer, and then click on Attach Selected File. Once this is complete, the attachment title should show up in the Attachment Title menu below. And we recommend that you click on the uploaded template to ensure that you have attached the correct version of your document. The last two tabs in the application are the Status tab and the Add User tab. Status tab is where you will find the current status of the proposal during the application process. Statuses include application in progress, application submitted, and application assigned for review. The Add User tab allows you to add additional people to work on this specific project. Just note that only one person can work on a project at a time. So once you have completed your application and uploaded your outcome measure and budget templates, previewing the application is a good way to make sure the application is complete. Click on the Preview Submit button to view a copy of the application that has been completed. This will give you a chance to review your work. We also suggest having someone else review it as well to make sure nothing was missed. When you're satisfied that everything is complete, hit the Application Completion Check button, and this will alert you if there's any missing required information, such as one of the required attachments. Please note that this check will not list any unanswered questions in the questionnaire or highlight any errors in spelling or grammar, so please double check all of your content. After running the completion check on the application, if the application appears complete, the certification and submission statement will appear at the bottom of the questionnaire tab. To submit the application, read the certification and submission statement and enter your initials. Then click the Submit Application button. Once the Submit Application button is clicked, a submission confirmation screen will appear to confirm your application has been received. In addition, an email will be sent within 24 hours to confirm the receipt of your application. Once submitted, you will not be able to access your application on your own. If it's before the deadline, you may contact the FAAST help desk and they can release your proposal back to you if you need to make any edits. If it is after the submission deadline, you will not be able to make changes to the application. Please note that if you do contact FAAST to release your proposal back to you, remember to resubmit it before the submission deadline. Here are just a few tips when submitting your application. Please make sure to save your application often. Remember, you have a 90-minute timer that resets when you select Save as Work in Progress button. Please make sure you submit your application. Many times applicants think they have submitted their application only to find out they never selected the final submit button. Do not procrastinate. You should plan ahead and be proactive and leave yourself enough time to deal with any mishaps. And please allow adequate time to sign up for a new WB Key account as part of the application process. As previously mentioned, you may contact the FAAST help desk if help is required when using the FAAST system. If sending an email to the help desk, please include SCBGP in the subject line as well as the proposal identification number or PIN if known. You can access the FAAST FAQs on the homepage as well as the user manual, which provides step-by-step instructions and screenshots to assist you with the application process. And that concludes today's webinar. All questions that were submitted during today's webinar will be answered in CDFA's questions and answers. Again, we encourage you to submit any additional questions you have via email to grants@cdfa.ca.gov.